Okay, so let me make sure that this page is a little larger here where we can see. Okay, so the point of today's lesson, this is lesson 16. We are in Bend 3 to pick up some motif, theme, and symbolism as our lessons. So we're just going to do these 3 lessons in this bend or this part of the unit. So let's think about the story, The Fight. All right, I want you to think about that first. And I'm going to teach you how characters' troubles become motifs in a story. And I want you to understand, first of all, that a motif is one word or short phrase that gives an overall idea of what that trouble is. Okay? All right, so if we're thinking about Will, all right, a traits list for Will is he was confident in the beginning. And then he, was scared and a little jealous, nervous, definitely self-centered. He had all of these traits at different times. And if I look at some evidence of this trait list, and I'm going to specifically concentrate on the confidence issue. All right, you want to focus in on maybe the trait that gave him the most fits, what really created his problem. And confidence was definitely it. He had too much confidence in the beginning and then hardly any at the end. So I went back into the story and I did a deep dig, finding some evidence of his confidence level. And it starts out, I know I can take him. All right, he's so positive, all right, that he can really take him down. And then in the middle, or maybe kind of like the beginning of the middle, so I closed my eyes and asked God to please make it a year later. I guess that was actually more than halfway through. All right, so it was more to the midpoint that he said that. So when school was going on, he knew he had to fight, and he just wanted it to be over. And then in the very end, so I gave him the fight, the love notes, the phone calls, the envy, the adulation, and the arrogant haul of who I had been. So when I focus on this trait that created the most issue for Will, and then I look at proof of how that confidence level either changed, went up, down, whatever, and obviously here it went down. Then I can ask myself, what was the real problem or focus? And I think change was the real focus here. Things changed in his life, all right, mostly because he boasted with this confidence. All right, so change is the motif. Now, we have a nifty little handout for you. All right, and this is a themes list, but also motif. So prejudice is a motif, and the next lesson actually is about theme. But right now, let's just concentrate on prejudice, belief, change, good and evil, love. All of these are motifs. Politics, growing up, ambition, courage and fear, intentions, knowledge, perseverance, happiness, and truth. And this is not an extensive list. Like, there are more than are on here, but these are the major hitters, so to speak. So I've already said that change, I believe, is the motif here, that things change, and this changed on Will. So that is the point, and that's how you come to find the motif. That is what I would like for you to do today, either with, you could use popularity, you could use the book you are reading. Obviously, I don't want you to use The Fight if possible, because I just told you what I think on that one, and it would be hard to not copy that. So change is the motif. You're just looking for one word or a short phrase that represents the overarching idea of the point of the story. All right, that's it. Get to work. Signing off.